And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Let's go, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Have the seat, bring it.
First carry here for Ken Walker. This one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
This will be from 49 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Red, cycle.
Now Love. Oh, that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
And that throw behind his man, he missed it, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 60 reps. 60 reps.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Straight ahead, Walker.
A little juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Right back to Pitts again.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready, ready. 30 feet.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
60 red. White. White. Black ultra. Claws red. Set.
Love looking to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Down. Steel. Black. Yellow. 22. Cut.
Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
10 black. 6. Mega. Smash. Red. Blaster. 6. Set.
Love now. That's taken in by Golden. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ready.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we trail. Yellow. Black 40. Ready.
Again, it's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing. Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Blue. Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
White. Black. 95. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
With just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
The extra point up and good by Auburn.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
50 green, 10 cycles.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. A good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Black, 95.
Love wants to shift things around. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Blue, 30, green jack. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Slide blue. Yellow, 22.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Ready, break. Set. Slide, 10 black. Hut.
Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow, set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Seahawks 17, Packers 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back,
maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 4. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Watson complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Walker. He'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a run with Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Smith-Njigba with the ground.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Looking to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
That last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Ready?
Now Love.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Second and 10.
Tito blue. Let's go Fury. Yellow. Black 33. Yellow. Black Ultra. Blue striker. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
95.
Love looking to throw it. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Yellow 43. Set, huh?
Going back to Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, every every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Get a 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60, 43 red. Check, smash.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Red, yellow, 50, green. Ready.
Here's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
Complete to number 11, Jaden Reed. 10 yards
cycle.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 2-yard line.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Missed.
It will not go down. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He's to the 15.
And touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. 5, 97. Blaster, safe. Claws red. Ready.
Now Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Red.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Love.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
33. Yellow. Green jack. Black shot. Black ultra. Ready.
Love.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Red. Yellow. Cut.
Love looking to throw it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Ready.
Now Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 10. And that miss should just about right have finished to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
10 flag. Ready.
Here's Love.
Now he'll take this and run.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Set. Trouble 38. Red. Cycle. Red. Yellow. 6. Mega. Hut.
Love looking to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
50. Green. Blue striker.
Love. This is caught.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Red. 38. Fury. Yellow.
Love now.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Love from the gun.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty
flag down.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So the victory here for Seattle.